you do, and you find out that. Okay. Blessed and merciful Father, I give you praise and I glorify thy name. Because without you would not be possible. So I continue to give you praise, glorify you, call upon you for your wonderful blessings and love upon my children, dear children, my family, my friends, and all my loved ones. Welcome to How Can I Speak on this channel, and this is Murphy. Now tonight we're going to speak on the young lady that got her throat slashed and her body was wrapped up and found in the back of the Toyota SUV, I guess. I said SUV, could be a little car anyway. And the car belongs to a deacon. As far as I'm getting to understand a little more information, he's a deacon of a Seventh-day Adventist church somewhere in the country. Now the reason why I'm doing this video tonight about this young lady that got her throat cut, because I did a video about it already, is I heard some more news about the young lady, and I'm trying to put, as or people back home would say, put two and two together and see what comes out. Now the thing that have me puzzled is this young lady, as far as I get to understand, her father is a pastor. Now her father is a pastor, and the person who suspect that police are looking for is a deacon. So you see where this is going now, people. Now first I was trying to figure out how did she end up in the deacon's car, or how did she end up with the deacon in the first place, because remember, as I said, she's the pastor's daughter. So I'm trying to figure out, you have some pastors and their daughter, they're church girls, but you don't know what's going on the street. No, that doesn't give the right for her to be murdered. That's not what I'm getting at. But we're going to listen to the clip first, and then we will talk some more. All right, because you know how Murphy is already, eh? I ain't no blogger, but try to talk about certain topics that I see, and as I said before, when it really touched me a certain way. So credit to teach them. So let's listen to what the report on the father, what he's saying.
Since he last spoke to his daughter, she had made a decision to move out of the family home and experience life independently. But unbeknown to Dr. Pastor Amos Campbell was that he would never see his daughter alive again. On Tuesday, August 28th, at approximately 1:25 a.m., the Manchester police found the body of a woman with a slashed throat wrapped in a sheet in an igloo on the back seat of a Toyota Starlet motor car along Marshallspen Road in the parish. 2 days later, fears were confirmed when Pastor Campbell positively identified the body as that of his 25-year-old daughter, Kaim Campbell. My daughter decided to move out on her own, and whilst her mother and I asked her to wait a while because there was a lot she did not know about the world and a lot she needed to learn, because truthfully she grew up pretty sheltered, she still decided to move out, the grieving father said. We did not really hear from her for the past 3 months because she would not accept our calls out of possibly fear that we would deter her from living away and ask her to move back home. Campbell said when calls from him and his wife to his daughter went unanswered, he would then ask other immediate family members to reach out to her and they would be successful. That is why I knew something was wrong. When all the calls made to her phone by my wife and I, all other family members and close friends went unanswered, I knew then that I had to go to the police station. After visiting the station, I was taken to the morgue, and it was there that my mind was and will forever be negatively stained. I see that picture every now and again. This whole thing has been a real horror story he recounted. Campbell said his daughter, who attended the Bishop Gibson High School and later the Northern Caribbean University, was always interested in medicine, but was contemplating a possible switch to education prior to her premature end at the university. I wanted for her to be able to complete her studies and hold down a good job before even thinking about moving out on her own. But she made the decision this year, and that is when she was exposed to danger, he said. She was a harmless soul and everybody loved her. This has devastated everyone who knew her or simply knew of her, and I don't know why anyone would want to kill her. The father lamented, "My wife is not taking this well at all. I checked her pressure just recently and she was nearing the stroke line. My son, who had a traumatic ordeal years ago, has ceased to talk, and hearing of this doesn't make it better. I feel like I have lost both my children." As the tears flowed uncontrollably, Campbell came to the realization that he would not be able to teach his daughter how to preach, as she had requested some time ago. She started taking part in church from she was very young. I baptized her myself when she was 14. At one point, she was the youth president, and under her leadership, the department grew because she was a people person. She could win you over with a smile, and she knew how to engage the young people, Campbell recounted. At the True Vine True Holiness Ministries, located near the New Green Roundabout in the parish, where Campbell pastors, Kai was known as one of the best dancers at the church. You could call upon her at any time, and she would be ready, he said. But my daughter is gone, and it does not get easier. Right now, all I am grateful for is that the killer did not get to dump her body. I am glad it was found. The police are still on the hunt for the suspect in connection with Kaim's murder. Linton Stevenson, aka Jawbone, said to be a deacon of a Seventh-day Adventist church in Mandeville and former worker at Big Rat's Auto Shop. The police are asking anyone with information on his whereabouts to contact the Mandeville CIB at 876-962-2832, the police emergency 119 number, or the nearest police station. Teach them!
Okay, so viewers and subscribers, you hear that just now. Now, I will call our father Pastor Campbell because that's what his name is. Daughter 25 years old, and decided she wants to move out and give the world a try, you know, see what's out there. No, I have no problem with that. But what I'm trying to figure out now is what changed with her when she moved out. Did she move out and said, yes, I have my freedom now. I can do what I want to do. When she moved out, did she continue going to church? No, she got baptized at 14 years old. Now, I ain't gonna say every 14-year-old who got baptized wanted to get baptized, because I'm pretty sure quite a few of them had, as we call it, turned back already. Maybe not during that process, but maybe when they get older, they start, you know, decided doing things, maybe they got baptized too early, so they start thinking different. So at first it had me started to think, and I'm like, okay, this is a pastor's daughter. How did she end up with the deacon? Now I'm trying to figure out if she know the deacon, if the deacon is a friend of the family. Because at the time, I didn't know that she had moved out. Because I thought she was still living at home, and you know, how did she get in the deacon's car? Is it the deacon of the church of her father, knowing that her father is a pastor and have a church? Then I get to understand that the deacon is from a Seventh-day Adventist church somewhere in the country. Did her life change when she moved out? What did she start doing? Because remember, in the first video that I watched and listened to on Teach Them channel, the police had searched the deacon's house, found a gun. Apparently it had been pulled on someone a couple of months or a couple of years ago, I don't know, something like that, and a knife with blood stain on it. So she got murdered at the house, the deacon's house. And then they put her in the car and drove the car wherever and leave it. Now, I don't know if the deacon do this or if it's someone borrows the deacon's car. But if someone borrow your car and an incident like this happen, you would definitely want to talk to the police and tell them what you know if you're not involved in it. Now, police still haven't get a chance to speak to the deacon because they haven't found him yet. And I say yet because that's partly they're still looking for him. Now, I hope it doesn't end up. Then again, it's up to him whether the police find him or the neighborhood find him, where don't end up like the man would chop up the woman and her kids them, and then people find him and chop him up. I can kill him. I call for jungle justice for things like these. But it is in his best interest to return himself to the police so he don't get that treatment. So back to the young lady now. What did her life turn into? Because now that we know that she was living at home and she moved out and father is a pastor and whatever, like I'm saying, was she under that rule and discipline and, Christian way, which deep down inside she probably didn't want it, but just accept it because she's home with her parents. She had no choice. Father said he didn't want her to move out yet because there's still a few things about life and the world that you don't know. And as any father would do. Worse if you're living in Jamaica and, knowing how things is. You don't want them to leave your side. But this is puzzling to me. What has become of her life? Moving out and living in her home. It's very puzzling. It is puzzling. This is puzzling now, people, trust me. What happened during the time of her moving out? As the report says, Father baptized her himself when she was 14 years old. She was doing good in church. She was a youth president and so forth. But is it something that she wanted or it was something that her dad wanted for her? So when she get to a point now where she can feel like, okay, I can move out of my home and do my own thing and take care of myself, then she do that. But how did she end up there? Was she involved with the deacon before she moved out of her house? Did something go wrong somewhere? And I ain't gonna say maybe she was being a trick. Well, as I said, being a trick, a lot of people may not understand. Like, probably doing a little thing on the side. I am puzzled and I'm trying to put things together. Did the deacon meet her on the road or giving her a ride and, she end up at his house and he tries to do what she don't want him to do, and then it ended up where he decides him will kill her? Because I haven't heard any report that she was raped or anything like that. The only thing I heard is that her throat was cut. She was wrapped in a sheet, stuffed in an igloo in the back of the car. So you see where I'm coming from, viewers. You see why I am puzzled. Because the thing to me, I wanted to know how she ended up with the deacon. Was there a relationship? Or was it a one night stand? My condolence to her family. I really feel it for her. And may she rest in peace. And I'm not sorry for the deacon. Mm-mm. You know what he did? The day he made the decision to do something like that, there's no way you feel sorry for people like that. Because whatever happens, if you bring her there and you wanted sex and she didn't want to have sex with you, could have let her go. Whosoever did the killing could have let her go. Didn't have to kill her. Didn't have to kill her. Didn't have to. So, what went wrong? Something went wrong, people. It is confusing. If you're thinking about it the way that I'm thinking about it, now that you hear this clip, if you're thinking about it that way, you can know that there is something not right. Did she and Deacon have a relationship? Did she and the Deacon have a relationship? Did he force her into his house? What happened? How did she end up in his house to end up getting her throat cut? That is the question. That is what I want to know. Anyway, people, maybe I'm rambling too much, but I want to say, before I go, I want to say bless up to some people on this channel. And these people are viewers, subscribers that been with me for a long time. But these three persons, they always seem to comment on videos when I put them up. Michelle Collins, Jackie Johnson, and Maggie Edwards. Always commenting and sending me some good vibes and so forth. And like I said, I don't do this for no views and this and that, because this is not a paid channel. This is something that I'm just doing on my own, because I always wanted to reach out to some of the young people or some of the youths that where need a good word or need to hear something positive, and know that there's somebody here who stand up for them and feel the pain with them feel. There's times when I put out some videos, yes, that, different from my channel and what I said I'm about, but that's how it goes sometimes. But I try not to stray and dwell on them. So I want to big up those ladies. I also want to big up some bloggers. JA Radio, SoulFlow TV, DMR. I want to big up Rapper Crapper. I want to big up CMR, Brando, YTV. I want to big up Just 5 TV, Tell You Boss, Tell You TV, and all of the bloggers them. Keep doing the thing. It's a good look. And as for what happened from Massacre and Alkaline, it's a good look. And a good look for the music, a good look for the country. Bless up. Peace. People, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comment about this young lady who got her throat slashed. I'm going to talk about it a bit. Alright? Peace and love.